Hello and welcome back, all my Dragon Ball theorists. Just like the heroes of Earth, I think we are all trying to recover from the Epic Manga Chapter 62 that Toyotaro gave us this month. While it wasn't what a lot of fans wanted because all their favorite characters lost, again, Vegeta didn't rise up to secure his major villain win after surpassing Goku and learning perhaps one of the most badass techniques in Force Spirit Fission. Goku fans were sure that after 6 months of training with an angel and learning Omen Ultra Instinct at will, that he would have easily defeated the ancient villain, but instead, fans were left even more distraught seeing Goku impaled through the chest, getting the Yamcha treatment. Then Gohan fans thinking maybe this is our moment, as seeing Moro about to kill his father must send him into a fit of rage like he did against Perfect Cell and gain new power to stop him. Which Gohan did get a power up after being enraged, but suffered the same fate of all the other heroes being one shot, then Moro letting us know that his power increase was hardly enough to fill the chasm between them. Love him or hate him, Moro has consistently been one step ahead of our heroes all along. Even though there isn't many threats to this nigh-immortal magical villain, he still plans ahead for every situation, and that is my favorite characteristic of this villain. He is a mastermind that has been orchestrating his rise to Supreme Ruler of Universe 7 by being able to counter anything that is thrown at him. When Vegeta gained power to surpass Goku from his spirit control training on Yardrat, Moro noticed. I see, he truly has grown more powerful, that one called Vegeta. Moro was excited at this development and decided that it is best for him to stock up and reach the outer limits of his power before traveling to Earth. Moro isn't arrogant and realized that Vegeta had grown powerful enough that he must prepare for battle and have a plan in place in case somehow things turn for the worse. Which they did for Moro since Vegeta had acquired the Force Spirit Fission technique and he was able to separate the power Moro had absorbed, but everyone forgot about his magic, and Moro always has a plan. Using his magic, he was able to devour the artificial lifeform 7-3, who had a backup of Moro's power and also gain all of his copy abilities in this fusion. This now has skyrocketed Moro's power to untold heights and now has copied even Vegeta's abilities. But it was all because he kept Vegeta and Goku alive. We thought, like many villains in Dragon Ball, that Moro had made a mistake to keep leaving Goku and Vegeta alive to train and get stronger, but that is what separates Moro from everyone else. He was counting on it. Goku and Vegeta had now been defeated 3 times, and each time has given Moro additional power that he needs to rule over the universe for all eternity. So when this recent chapter ended with Merus arriving to save our heroes from being devoured, is this something else that Moro has planned for? As Jaka was about to be destroyed, he was going down blasting, but another shot rapidly approaches the villain, generating a massive explosion. Moro stated that you imbued that shot with your own energy, but you aren't really Galactic Patrol, are you? Which begs the question, how long has Moro known this? Does he know that Merus is an angel? At the very least, he is well aware that Merus isn't a typical mortal from their encounters in previous chapters. Moro has tremendous abilities to sense the power that a fighter has and possesses an almost sixth sense with his magic. Keep in mind, our first introduction to Moro was when Goku was trying to find his location, and Moro was able to sense that someone was looking for him, which is pretty scary stuff. Then in the battle against the Great Lord of Lords, when he saw that sealing technique was about to be used, Moro called his bluff. No, I thought not. I don't sense the same god power you once held. Which means since Merus has stepped in to help Goku and Vegeta 2 times now, it is likely that Moro is aware and able to sense the type of power within Merus. At no point has Moro gone to absorb Merus' energy, despite being around for him draining everyone's energy. Then of course Merus, knowing Ultra Instinct because he is an angel, has kept him out of harm's way against Moro. So now in this third encounter that the Manga 62 ended on with Merus using his own energy in his attack, it's pretty obvious that Moro would be aware that Merus isn't part of the Galactic Patrol, much less a mortal. There are 2 scenarios that I will lay out coming up, and I will start with the most boring one first, and I say boring because it would be lazy writing and predictable. That Moro doesn't know Merus is an angel, but knows he isn't mortal. That Dende and Krillin do heal up everyone's injuries, and they are able to regroup before Merus is forced to use his angel powers against Moro, breaking the angel code. Any version of that, with how great this arc has been, would be a disappointment for me since they can do so much more with the story. An arc that has dived into the angel code and the fact that there are secret angels in training, where we have gotten the old Lord of Lords fighting against an ancient villain that is millions of years old, and we can just dive more into the entire god hierarchy. Now, the most interesting way this upcoming chapter can go is that, in fact, Moro knows Merus is an angel. That Moro tells us about his backstory since he has been around for millions of years, since he knows about the Kais and their god powers, so most likely knows about Beerus and the god of destruction hierarchy. Moro is perhaps the most interesting DBS villain, with only Zamasu and his Zero Mortal plan holding a candle. I do think Toyotaro has some plot twists in store for us, because I don't think we saw Moro fusing with 7-3 and being able to copy our hero's abilities forever, making him completely overpowered. So any form of a version that has Moro prepared for an encounter with Merus, I would be pleased with, since that fits his character. That Moro knew at some point that they would run into each other again, because Merus has interfered 2 times already, so why wouldn't he be there for this final battle? Now, the most interesting plot twist of all would be one that I have covered before, which is that Merus was in on this the whole time. That Merus actually was the cause of Moro escaping the galactic prison. Kinda an odd coincidence that an angel in training is in the Galactic Patrol at the time the most feared villain in the universe escapes after 10 million years. A lot has changed since I did that video on Merus betraying Goku, but I still love the story, and you will see links to that video if you want to check it out. Now that we know the Grand Priest has placed Merus in Universe 7, and felt like having him join the Galactic Patrol would allow him to observe the side of good and virtue, since we now know this, what would even be more interesting is if Moro's freedom, or regaining some of his magical powers, was actually a result of the Grand Priest. What better way to test his angel in training than to free a completely villainous evil prisoner? Then he can sit back and watch the whole thing unfold and see how Merus acts in this situation. I totally would love an idea like that, and it just reminds us all the mortals and their universes are just there for the amusement of the gods. It would really put things in perspective yet again. This would mean that all of Merus' intentions that appear to be on the side of good are true, and he has revealed his bias to good. That he really does want to stop Moro and help Goku and all life in Universe 7. That he actually has no idea that his father was in on this the whole time to see if he would choose a side. That would be a unique way to take the story, so perhaps Merus interfering isn't something that will cause him to be eradicated this time, if it was all just a test. I really do look forward to where Toyotaro will take the story, and hope with the way he has written this arc so far that we do have some major surprises left. So going back to my ultimate plot twist again, that Merus is acting on his own accord and has been working with Moro the whole time, it is something I thought about since the day he first arrived on Earth to knock out our heroes and bring them along for the journey, delivering Moro the finest energy sources in the universe to grow his power substantially. Without Goku and Vegeta, Moro would have never gained so much power and so quickly. Imagine the biggest mind screw in DBS history is to start the next chapter. The reason why Merus is grinning is because everything has gone according to their plan. Now that Moro has achieved godly powers and fused with 7-3 together with Merus, they can change everything to suit their means. Merus puts down the gun, walks over to Moro and says, "You were right, it worked." Then Moro says, now that he has gained enough power, I should be able to copy your angel abilities. Then Merus lets him grab the back of his neck. It would be the end-all be-all of secret agendas in Dragon Ball, and as a theory channel, I have to at least mention it. Let's be serious, if Moro did escape from prison on his own accord, Merus could have easily captured him again in his weakened state. Besides, it was Agent Merus who captured the toughest prisoners in the galaxy like 7-3, Sagambo, and his gang. They would have never been in prison if it wasn't for Merus. Yet Merus put them there, and Moro somehow formed an alliance with them, even though he was strapped to a chair with a protective headgear to keep him subdued. All the chess pieces were put in place by Merus. The prisoners, the Lord of Lords, Goku and Vegeta. Moro couldn't have done it without Merus, so if he isn't in on this at all, then Moro at least owes him a huge thanks for indirectly setting this all up for him. With that said, what does everyone think? Does Moro know Merus is an angel? I do have a couple videos planned to go into some of these specific thoughts and expand on them some coming up. I always love to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it and smash that like button. Also, please subscribe to support the channel and turn on that notification bell to keep those theories coming.